Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Today isn't just another webinar, not another product release. It marks the start of a bold new chapter for Bizzy, and we believe a new era for B2B sales in Europe. Steve and I started Bizzy 4 years ago with one simple goal: to make B2B data more accessible. But as we grew, we uncovered a much deeper issue and a much bigger opportunity. Sales teams across Europe are spending too much time on the wrong kind of work. They're stuck behind screens, chasing bad data, manually building lists, researching companies, and actually trying to guess who to contact next. And as a result, they're not selling. They're not doing what actually drives results. And that's the problem we set out to solve. And it's the true reason Bizzy has evolved. In just 2 years, we've grown from a modern data tool into one of Belgium's leading sales platforms. Today, over 10,000 sales and marketing professionals rely on Bizzy to build pipeline faster and with more confidence. But the truth is, we've outgrown our original identity. While we've moved forward, much of the industry has stood still. The incumbent players are stuck in outdated models that no longer reflects how sales teams actually work. And while a new wave of startups is gaining a lot of momentum, most are focused on the US. European sales teams are often left in between, using tools that were never really built for them. The biggest gap? Reliable, high-quality European data. Because without accurate, real-time local data, even the smartest tools are flying blind. So we took a bold step. We rebuilt our European data model from the ground up, and it empowers everything we're introducing today. What we're unveiling is something bigger than a product. It's a vision. A vision for what sales teams can feel like when technology actually works the way it should. At the core of this vision is the Bizzy Sales Agent, an AI-powered teammate that helps you build pipeline every day with clarity and confidence. Today, we'll show you what powers it, how it works, and what comes next as we take Bizzy beyond Belgium and onto the European stage. So let's begin with the story behind our new brand and why this moment is about much more than just a new look. To tell you more about the story behind our new brand and what it really means for the future of sales, I'd like to hand it over to Amir, our head of marketing.
I joined Bizzy just 3 months ago, and from day one, I felt it. This team moves fast. We don't waste weeks in meetings. We build, we launch, we learn, and when something clicks, we act. So when we stepped back and looked at how we presented ourselves, one thing was obvious. The way we looked and sounded no longer matched who we were and where we were going. It did not reflect the ambition, it did not reflect the product, and it did not reflect the momentum we were trying to build. So we changed that, and that's why we are here today. It's not just a rebrand. It's not just a new visual identity. It's a new chapter, one that better reflects who we are and what we believe in, and the kind of sales culture we are trying to create. And let's be honest, that culture is needed now more than ever. Across the market, we're seeing the same exact patterns. Sales teams are stuck, struggling to find the right leads, burning time, and losing momentum. And once that spiral starts, it's very hard to break. But the best teams, they operate differently. They move fast, they celebrate their wins, and they build momentum. And momentum compounds. They're in a flow state. They're in what we call the sales utopia. Now, you might be wondering where that term comes from. Somewhere in the middle of a brand workshop, we were mapping out all of the problems that sales teams face. And I remember saying, it's almost like we're trying to build a sales utopia. And that phrase just stuck, because that's exactly what we are doing. We are imagining a world where salespeople don't start their day buried in spreadsheets, where they're not wasting hours scraping lists or chasing ghost leads. Instead, they show up focused, energized, and already in motion. That's the dream. And that's the world that Bizzy is trying to build every single day. Let's take a look at it together.
Your sales team is wasting time on scrolling through databases or guessing ICPs, not selling. just searching. Now, imagine a world where that part just disappears. Welcome to the Bizzy Sales Utopia, where lead generation becomes light, fast, and focused. Fresh, qualified opportunities. No digging, no noise, just clarity delivered daily. So your team can do what they're actually great at, having conversations, building relationships, and closing deals. Because your team can sell. So give them leads worth chasing. With Bizzy, your team moves again. Sharp, confident, and with momentum. Because that's where the fun starts. Join us in the sales utopia at bizzy.ai.
You just saw it in the video, the kind of world we are trying to unlock. A world where salespeople do what they do best, selling. Not researching, not guessing, not wasting time. That's the world we believe in. And this new brand is built to support that vision, not just visually, but also emotionally. It reflects how we want sales teams to feel when they use Bizzy, in control, in motion, and ahead of the curve. This isn't just about how we show up. It's about what we unlock. Energy, focus, confidence, momentum. Starting today, you'll see this identity everywhere, on our site, in our products, and in our campaigns. And it's setting the tone for what's coming next. Our plan to grow Bizzy into the most powerful go-to-market platform in Europe. Now that we've seen where we are headed, let's take a look at what we've built to get us there. Arne, our head of product.
Thanks, Amir. Let me tell you how we'll make this possible. In the last few years, we've built a database with over 50 filters to help you find the right leads. But as we talked to hundreds of sales reps, we've learned one thing. Even with all that filtering power, people were not still finding the right leads. They were testing combinations to hope to find the right prospects. It's slow, tedious, manual, and frankly, it doesn't deliver the expected results. That's when we realized we shouldn't solve a data problem. We should solve the focus problem. Because you don't need a big database. You need the right leads at the right place with the right context. That is why today we're launching the true sales agent, one that works for you, not the other way around. It's not a new feature. It's a total new product built from the ground up. A product that works for you while you sleep and delivers you momentum instead of homework. Let me show you what this looks like. Our agent is built on 3 core principles. 1, your Monday morning just changed. You don't log into a blank screen anymore. Your agent has already found high-quality leads while you were sleeping. They're waiting in your Bizzy inbox, your CRM, your favorite sequencing tool, or any other tool you were already working in. 2, we don't just tell you who to contact, we tell you why now and exactly what to say to them. Every lead comes with complete context. The trigger event that created the opportunity, the business background you need to understand, and a conversation starter to actually break the ice. Now, 3, the last principle. This is where it comes together. We deliver the best leads directly to your team's favorite tool, so you can focus on what matters most, having conversations and closing deals. With a constant flow of qualified opportunities delivered by our agent, You can stay laser focused on results instead of prospecting and hunting. You can build real momentum instead of drowning in homework. Now you might ask, how does this actually work? It all comes down to two major innovations. First of all, we asked ourselves, what actually is a company? And it all depends on who you're asking. We discovered that there is no complete database for European sales teams. Every database looks at this from one angle, either official registrations, LinkedIn pages, or websites. No one combines these perspectives. They all lack coverage and deep insights. Until now. We've built the most complete business database from scratch. It goes deeper than anything else available with unmatched market coverage. We provide a unique, unified view of companies built specifically for sales. Every company profile includes financial details, ownership, latest news, and all social presence. Everything you need to know in one place. Now, using this unique database, our agent constantly scans your entire market. It filters down to your exact ICP and ranks every lead with advanced opportunity scoring every night. But here's where it gets interesting. Our agent learns your go-to-market motion by analyzing your ICP, your territory, your sales cycle. It reads your website, your CRM, and your sales documents. Then it gets smarter. It improves with every action, learning from your feedback, your wins, your losses, constantly redefining what it delivers. Once your shortlist is defined, the magic happens. Our agent performs deep research on every lead. Company details, recent events, social media activity, employee movements, everything that matters for your outreach is delivered in one qualitative note. This work would take your team days to complete. We do it overnight. We didn't build this for the perfect conditions. We built it for the messy reality of B2B sales. Hours lost to prospecting, tools that require a computer degree to be set up, and the endless hunt for a stack that requires you to connect 20 plus tools to deliver the perfect leads. Forget all of that. Our agent works out of the box. Setup takes 5 minutes. No RevOps team required, no 3 months onboarding process, no complex tech stack, only the right leads delivered where you need them. This is really the future of B2B sales. The Bizzy Agent makes this all possible. And now, Steve, our co-founder and head of sales, will tell you more about our expansion plans.
What you just saw is the product we've been building toward for years, and now all the pieces have finally come together. But this isn't the end, it's a beginning, because now we're taking everything we've built and expanding it across Europe. Yes, beyond Belgium, the Netherlands and France, we're going all in on Europe. And here is why. As we scaled, one thing became painfully clear. Europe is underserved. Most tools are built for a US motion. One country, one language, and low regulations. But that doesn't work here. In Europe, we have to deal with fragmented tools, local businesses, local regulations, and local databases. And yet, sales teams try to make it work every single day with spreadsheets, workarounds, and tools that were never really built for them. And that's why we said enough waiting. Let's build a platform we wish we had. Not just for Belgium, but for every European business. Not a copy of what works elsewhere. Something made here for how we sell here. So what does it actually look like? We're rolling out Bizzy across Europe. 5 new countries by the end of Q3, the rest of Europe by the end of the year. But this isn't just about translation, it is about localization, real operational relevance. We're building native data and compliance for every country we serve, local go-to-market playbooks with local teams, context that's actually useful for European reps. Bizzy is now the go-to-market platform for sales and marketing teams selling in Europe. And at the heart of it all is the Bizzy Sales Agent, powered by our advanced proprietary European data model. This is Bizzy's next chapter, built in Europe for Europe. And with that, I'll hand it back to Hendrik to share how we're fueling this next phase of growth.
Today marks a new beginning for Bizzy and for sales teams across Europe. The question is, how are we going to fuel this ambition? Well, the answer is simple. With the right support and the right team. We're proud to announce that we've raised 4 million in funding led by Fortino Capital, alongside some of Belgium's most successful tech entrepreneurs, including the founders of Lighthouse, Silverfin, Team Leader, and Henchman. We're equally proud to have the continued support of our earliest backers. PitchDrive and our original angel investors are joining us again for this next chapter. But this isn't just capital, it's momentum. It's a signal that the market really believes in what we're building and in the team that's building it. This funding gives us the resources to move faster and the freedom to stay sharp, stay close to customers, and keep building with intent. Our ambitions are bigger than ever, and our goal is simple. Every sales team in Europe should be able to rely on Bizzy. Together with our investors, we believe this is a defining moment. Sales tech is moving fast, and the opportunity to lead the next wave of innovation for European sales teams has never been more real. We're ready to take on that role and build something that truly lasts. Welcome to the Sales Utopia, and thank you for being part of this moment.